Back here at CentralValleyTalk.com. Glad you're with us here on the business segment. It's time to welcome in Kurt Dragomanovich, and he is with the Aspire Speech and Learning Center. Welcome to the program, Kurt. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. And explain what the Aspire Speech and Learning Center really is and what the objective is.
Well, we are a private practice speech therapy and academic enrichment center. So we provide speech therapy services and tutoring services to K-12 students, and also early intervention students for students who are before the age of 5.
Okay,
well.
so how do you tutor them? What with videos, with speech therapists, or how does it work, Kurt? Tell us.
So we have a full speech therapy staff of licensed speech language pathologists who do the majority of the speech side therapy. And then
how
we
many
have
of those do you have, would you say?
We have quite a few now, more than we had before. I think about 10 to 15 right in there. Yeah, quite a big staff of speech therapists. Then our educational side is about 6 or 7 people. They're tutors who are experienced we have reading programs that are interventions for dyslexia and other reading difficulties and spelling. We also do math tutoring. So we have a couple of specialized math curriculums that work with that as well. And so we all put it all together as like an individualized plan for each of our clients.
What about, you mentioned K through 12, but what about some of those older people that are out of school, and let's say they've suffered some kind of health problem,
Yes.
and now they have a speech problem to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say a stroke victim. I'm just going to use that as an example. Or maybe they got into a car accident, or maybe they suffered some kind of other health issue that is a problem for them in terms of speech. Can you also help those individuals?
We do. We actually have a full side of our specialties that are just specifically for adults that have, like you mentioned, the acquired injuries. So like traumatic brain injury, stroke victims.
Maybe they just came back from Afghanistan or Iraq or someplace.
Who suffered a brain injury that affects their speech directly. We have group therapy for those kind of adults as well. We have a group, an aphasia group that meets once a week, and that is basically for adults who have language difficulties as a result of a stroke or a brain injury or stuff like that, where they need that additional help to continue communicating in an effective way.
What about insurance? What kind of insurance do you guys take?
We take a wide variety of insurances. We have a full listing of our insurance information on our website as well.
Which is?
That is aspirespeech.com. It's a whole brand new website as well.
And a name change too.
A name change as well. If our viewers have known, we have been for the last 22 years the Center for Communication Skills. And just this year we decided to change our name to Aspire Speech and Learning Center to better explain what we do and where we expect to go in the future.
Is there a need for this? Is there a demand for this?
There definitely is. We've had over the 22 years that we've been in business, there's been a steady growth in our client base, both on the speech therapy side, in pediatric and adult, and also on our educational side. When we first started, we didn't even have the whole tutoring side. That came along about 15 years ago and has just taken off since then.
That's amazing. And so what's your clientele like? Is it mostly kids or is it some adults? What's it like?
Majority kids within elementary level kids, definitely on the speech therapy side. And then more on the tutoring side, we have more of a spread. So
what sorts of problems are kids having with their speech in elementary school?
They can have an articulation difficulty where they just can't say certain speech sounds. So like they substitute a W for an R. So instead of run, it's one or something like that.
But do you deal with kids that maybe suffer from autism as well?
We do. Quite often we have a number of students in our early intervention that have autism, and we have a number of speech therapists that particularly specialize in helping students that have autism.
Yeah, yeah. So where are you located?
We are at our cross streets are Shaw and West.
Okay.
Over there by the Piccadilly Inn.
Yeah, I know where that is. Shaw and West.
So our actual address is 2505 West Shaw, Building A, over there.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate your time and coming in. And the telephone number if people want to call in is, 228-9100?
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Who do they ask for? Just anyone that can help?
We have a full front office customer service team that'll be able to direct you to wherever you decide you need.
The name of the business is Aspire Speech and Learning Center. Kurt Dragomanovich.
Yes,
Dragomanovich. I got it out.
Thank
Kurt,
you very
thank
much.
you so much. Very, very nice to meet you. And you've been watching CentralValleyTalk.com. Here, the business segment. I'm John Malos.